Hello everybody. Keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and comment. Well, Tuface Idibia, his wife Annie, and Peru, the mother of his children, are still in the news, and it keeps getting more muddled up. For those of you who follow my videos regularly, you know that I had reported that Tuface and Peru were both in Abuja at the same time amidst a lot of speculations about what might be going on. And I did say at the time that I really didn't think it was an arrangement to meet up here. That would be rather tacky considering how things went down in September and considering how upset Annie, his wife, has been. And so I guess my speculation wasn't wrong because Peru has said quite a bit with regard to that herself. She has made it very plain that she was in Abuja with her boyfriend, as she puts it. They arrived Abuja together. They've been together the whole time. She has not been in contact with Tuface, at least certainly not on this trip, according to her. And that all the drama is just unnecessary stirring up of things that should be left alone. This is all coming in the wake of pictures of her online with a couple of ladies said to be related to Tuface. And they've been referring to her as the first wife, the first baby mama, and things like this. And Peru herself, I'm going to put up, the posts where I derived what I'm talking about from. I'll put them up for you too. You can pause the video and read for yourself. Peru herself is, insinuating that there has been minimal contact between herself and Tuface over the years, that she does not consider him a friend, and so on and so forth. These are her words, not mine. Annie has been quiet. Tuface has also been quiet. I ponder the wisdom of the two women supposedly related to Idibia, who have found it necessary to openly take sides in this issue. Because of the link between Peru and the Idibia family, she has 3 children by the man. I think it would be unfortunate if nobody in his family so much as talks to her, is pleasant to her, hangs out with her. That would be really sad. There's no need for that to be the case. However, when the wife is constantly at loggerheads with this person that they've chosen to go hang out with, and they not only hang out with Peru, but the pictures they just wind up online, and you can see clearly that these are not paparazzi shots. Even paparazzi shots can be arranged. But you can see that these pictures are posed, probably taken from a personal device, maybe a phone or a personal camera. It looks indoors, probably in a hotel room. And somehow, despite the privacy surrounding when these pictures were taken, they make their way online. I consider it a jab, and an unnecessary one at that. Even family members that are biologically linked, they pick and choose sides in the family. But when there's a need to celebrate it online and to post pictures and then come out with another message that is almost directly opposite to what the pictures we saw, I don't get it. I think it's being rather disingenuous and crafty, and still calculated at making Annie feel bad. Peru is also saying that when it is time, the truth will come out. That the person spreading the lies knows that there is nothing between Peru, and Tuface at the moment. There's no lingering relationship, and the person is just being mischievous and all this. And Tuface in typical fashion has been quiet. Again, he hasn't said anything in the face of or in the wake of the current drama that's playing out. I hope it doesn't get any worse. That said, while Peru, or whoever it was sharing pictures of herself with Tuface's family members online and all, Tuface himself and his wife Annie were also spotted hanging out elsewhere. So I see it as Tuface making genuine efforts to, dispel this brewing thing that there's an ongoing relationship with him and Peru. There will always be a relationship between both of them, whether they like it or not, because of those children. But I think Tuface in his own way is trying to dispel this notion that they are actively involved with each other. Evidently because he's seen how upset his wife is about the whole thing, as she rightly should be. When a couple quarrel, and I think this, it's not just a Tiv thing. In Tiv land, we say only a man and a woman know the actual problem between them. And the saying, the adage, is meant to be a teaching moment. It's meant to discourage people from randomly hopping into and involving themselves in what's going on with a couple, which Tuface's family members, they don't seem particularly bothered by that. It doesn't seem to be a principle by which they live their lives. They're very happy to jump in, hop in, say nasty things about the wife. And I, especially out in public, I think it's wrong. At the end of the day, only Tuface and Annie are in that marriage. Yes, within the African context, or maybe I should say in the Nigerian context, when you marry a man, you marry into a family. It's almost like being adopted. But just as you're not friends with everybody in your biological family, by that same token, you cannot be friends with everybody in the family you've married into. You know the people that vibe with you, you know the people that have welcomed you properly. There will be people within the family that will always just simply dislike you. And there's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is try to manage those relationships. But when the in-laws try to pass themselves off as, I don't even know the appropriate word to use, but they are making themselves look really bad at this point. They're making themselves look like they've ganged up against Annie. And that will naturally cause more people to sympathize with her. So I don't know what the game plan is, but I wish they'd tone it down significantly. It's making them look awful. It's making any woman who is, legally married in Nigeria right now probably hate their guts, all of them. Except for me, I'm nice. And, I try to stay neutral. I am not on anybody's side in this story. I'm just analyzing what I can see from the outside looking in. And I think, for my part, that Peru is being disingenuous. I think the Idibia family, those of them that are openly taking sides and entering social media and saying all kinds of things, are not helping the situation. They're not trying to help their brother's home to be a united front. They're scattering it, and I hope he's seeing this. It's not a good thing. It would be better for them to, sort whatever it is they need to sort out with him behind closed doors. And not come on social media and try to humiliate his wife. I'm glad Tuface shut it down with Brimo. He came for him. Brimo is bragging that he has not been served papers yet and all that. I don't know how that will go. But I'm glad he didn't take that lying low. But I wish he'd use the same approach with his family members. Because no matter how terrible Annie is. And at the moment, we don't have anything that says she's terrible. But let's assume that, okay, she's this very bad wife and everything. Then taking sides, going on social media, saying the kinds of things they're saying and conducting themselves the way they are doing is not going to help the situation in the house. And one thing Tuface's relations might not know is, even if he's keeping a straight face and trying to manage the relationship, you guys generating extra tension are not helping him sleep any better at night. There is nobody who has a fractious home situation that is a human being, that is always like, oh, yeah, it's cool, it's all good. You are robbing that guy of peace for absolutely no reason, when you should be part of the solution. You should be looking for how him and his wife and any other relationships out there that need managing are managed well enough that even the children don't begin to feel like, because right now you think you don't like Annie, but what message are you sending her children that are also your blood? So you think you're going to have a relationship with her children while dissing her? Or I don't know. How does that work? How does that work in your family? So I don't know. I think the Idibia brothers, sisters, whoever they are, I think they should stay out of it. These people are not children. Allow them to sort themselves out. Or if you're going to interject yourselves, if you're going to bring yourselves into the thing, come in from a perspective of peacemakers. Come in as the people who are trying to make sure that your brother's home is sound, is peaceful enough that he continues to thrive in a very challenging career path that he has chosen for himself. Because if all is not well for him in his domestic life, with time it will gradually impact his professional life. That is, if it hasn't already started doing so. And all of you would have been somehow responsible for helping to drag the man down with this very nasty taking sides business that you're doing. You can take sides all you want. It doesn't have to be out there in the public glare. But what I am even saying is that, be it in the public or in private, taking sides to the point of calling some people first wife, or be first lady, or what, it's not helping, it's not solving the problem. No matter how much you dislike Annie, the man has married her. That's facts. So until the day he divorces her, she is his wife. Please, you guys need to mature, get grown. And as for Peru, I really think that some of what she's saying isn't adding up. If you have a man who is so invested in you, why are you not doing everything you can to stamp out all rumors? Stop. If you tell all these people that are taking sides with you and going online and hailing you and everything, at least those ones within the family, they'll stop. If you talk to them strongly and say, hey, listen, I didn't ask any of you guys to help me fight any battles, I'm good, they'll stop. So if truly she has a boyfriend in her life right now, I'll be shocked if he's not feeling somewhat disrespected. Except if it's just a casual fling. If it's a casual fling, fine. If it's a relationship that she's hoping will go somewhere, this whole thing of constantly being around all the drama surrounding a man you've already had children with is not infusing that guy with any confidence. I can tell you that for free. So don't wind up shooting yourself in the foot. It's either you are doing what you can to get Tuface back, which you claim you are not, and if that really is the case, then move on, and move on for real. By all means, talk to his family members. They are related to your kids, but we don't need to see the pictures online. And that is where it keeps looking as if Peru is making a play and a grab for Tuface. If that's not the case, move on. Be with your boyfriend. Like, we haven't seen a single picture of your boyfriend anywhere, but we've seen you with pictures of you and your in-laws. What is it? I don't know how many men will be willing to take this. I'm sure his claim to fame, he doesn't want his claim to fame to be dating Tuface's baby mama. So you need to get with the program. If there really is a boyfriend in the picture, you're disrespecting him bad. And he'll soon step off. If there isn't a boyfriend in the picture, why are you telling lies? Is there any need for it? What's going on?